Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome back. Welcome to, my name is Joe Josh. I go by iChart Daily. Today is March 5th, 2025. In today's video, we're going to be going over Bitcoin, XRP, Doge, and Ethereum. I do see a potential dead cat bounce pumpage on the horizon. A lot of these coins are officially extremely oversold. So let's get into it. My name is Joe Josh. I go by iChart Daily. This is a window to my thought process. I've been doing technical analysis for 17 years. In crypto for 11 years, witnessed multiple halvening cycles, yada, 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 right? So we're here trying to regurgitate all the information that I have retained over the 17 years with technical analysis and trying to spew it back to you guys. So we're here, right? Line's purple showing us that we still remain somewhat bearish, right? The importance of the line is it is a 21 moving day moving average. It changes color depending on the time frame you're on and if the RSI is above or below. The numbers are divergences, both bullish and both hidden and regular. Usually when you see divergences, you see trend reversals, especially on longer time frames. I am coming out with a Python script that is going to monitor and check multiple tickers, anything from 10 to 20 tickers, and go over certain trigger points that I have noticed are key for swing trading. One example is a 2-day and a 3-day chart. When I see the RSI break above the moving average and break above the 50 line, as well as you're having a golden cross situation with the MACD, meaning bullish, not sideways, it is a beginning indicator that you have a trend reversal to the other way, right? You could clearly see here every time we've broken above, we had 3, 6, 9, 12 days of positive momentum. Again, 3, 6, 9, 12 days. If it uses it as support, it's a continuation to the upside, and you could use the longer time frames as confluence for the shorter ones, right? If you know you're going to have a minimum of 9 to 10 days, maximum of a couple weeks to months, you know you're going to have more bullish outcomes on your shorter time frames. And if you could just look at a chart every day and say, okay, ADA is bullish in these two scenarios, XRP is bearish, we're waiting for that one, and the ones that do have the confirmations on the 2-day, the 3-day, and the 4-day, those are the ones that you're opening up longs on, obviously. So let's jump into Bitcoin now that I have gone off course. Let's jump back into it, right? Resistance is, let's just say, 90,000 to potentially 94,000. It's the bottom of the wicks. We don't turn bullish until we break 91, 90,000. If that happens, then that shows me, excuse me, we have potential to go back into the sideways range of, let's just say, there's number 1. Here's number 2. Okay, so we have 91.6, 99.7, 105.7. If we break this level here, I'm going to put my alert right here at 92.288, 92.288, right? And I'm going to raise this alert here to the 86,000. So the goal is once we do break the 91.8, we will head to 97.9 to agreed level of 99.7. That is a 5 to 8% pump. What we're looking for is once again the 2-day. Nothing is confirmed yet, right? So the first thing I'm looking at is the RSI. The RSI has been making lower highs, lower lows each pump, and we are below the 50, showing us that we could go up, see rejection, and potentially come back down. Okay, we would want to see the first wave up, the second wave down, form a higher low, some type of bullish pattern, right? A double bottom, a triple bottom, an inverse head and shoulders. So we go up, we come down, we go up, we come down, and that shows us a reversal closer to April and May. But as of right now, you could see the most recent low is 46.16, and then the one that just happened was 30.78, and the most recent high is 49. So I'm curious to see if we go back up and get rejected by the 50. I would also set an alert here at your 49.82 on the 2-day, because once again, let me show you the importance of breaking above or getting rejected. So previously in my past 2 videos, I said we're probably forming something like this again. This is the part of the bear flag or bull flag that we are forming, right? We just broke down. You could see pump ups, but once again, lower highs, lower lows. So, and the reason why I say that is if you compare apples to apples, we've broken the most recent low of 91,000. We have made a lower low. So now we need to prove ourselves and come back up. I don't think we break 99 or 102,000, right? We stay below the 105 over here. And because of that, we have potential to lose all of those gains. And then we have to see if we come back down to the 83.5 or we form something higher. As you can see here, like I was saying, the importance of breaking into section B, right? Like this is the confirmation right here, because now we're constantly staying in section B. Just look up, right? You can see we broke the moving average, we came down, we were using it as support. This was a lower high over here, right? What happened when we came back into section B? We actually broke the most recent support of 54.6, made a lower low. We came all the way back up, had a dead cat bounce after there, right? When I went from 71.2 to 69.6 to 64.5, came back again. The most important thing was this low was higher than this low, which was higher than this low. So you had your inverse head and shoulders. This took 64 days. If we were to bring it now, like I just said, you're looking at April. I like it. April leading into the summer. Summer's usually good. All this tariff and the government will calm down. Trust me, I trust charts over people. I have a PDF from my cousin-in-law. Shout out to Chris if you're watching this video. He has sent me a PDF. This was like 2 years ago of the data, obviously not back to George Washington, but the past 10, 15 presidents, whatever it was, whether they were blue or red, and the impact on the market. And when you look at a longer time frame, like a monthly, a 2-month, and a 3-month, you scroll down and you look at the market, there was zero impact. They all had consolidations. It was like 52-48, the impact. It wasn't like one was, oh, when you had a blue president, it was like an 80% chance to a bull market and all-time highs. No, it was right down the friggin' middle. Like, and people forget, like once again, I like Trump because he's a business guy, but we pumped during Biden, and then we pumped during Trump, and then we pumped during this one. So it's like, I trust charts over people, and when the charts tell me we're oversold, I buy. When the charts tell me we're overbought, I take profit, regardless of who's the president and what's going on with the economy. Aliens could come down tomorrow, and if the RSI is at 30, I'm buying. So here we go. Importance of the inverse head and shoulders, the letting the chart form. Is this a good time to potentially dollar cost average? That's the most important thing, right? Because when you're buying something, you don't want a dollar cost average here, then the asset goes lower. Okay, now we're dollar cost averaging here, then we go lower, right? You're dollar cost averaging for a year and a half, a year and a half, a year and a year and a half. You don't want that. You want to be dollar cost averaging with your limited income at the consolidations, right? At the consolidations, right? Right here. At the consolidation, right? At the consolidation, is this another consolidation? So, first things first, we can't death cross. That's number one. On a monthly time frame, we can't death cross. Plain and simple, start with the easiest things that you notice. Monthly time frame, death cross over. Monthly time frame, death cross over. Monthly time frame, death cross over. Even during the cough cough jab jab, we went from 14,000 to 6,000. It wasn't over because we still use the moving average as support, but we need to make sure that that doesn't happen. That was also not post halvening. That was also during TRUMP. Um, Death Cross, it was pretty much over, right? So we're here. You could have consolidations, right? We're at the moving average. Most important thing on this chart is this right here, right? We keep going up and down in this little blippy blip right here because once again, nothing happens on the chart until price action happens. These are all trailing indicators. So that's why if you're planning for the 3-week, you got to look at the if you're looking at the monthly, trying to see what's happening here, you got to analyze the 3-week, the 2-week, and the weekly, right? Meaning, if the weekly starts bottoming, like I said, here and here, the same way we're here, this also looks like a head and shoulders, not great, but we could extend. We could definitely extend to the upside and continue forming bearish divergence. Your MACD has made a higher high, which is a somewhat bullish sign, very little, but your RSI made a lower high. I would like to see both MACD and RSI make lower highs on their waves on the weekly. So with that being said, we still have our alert here. I believe so. Is it gone? I thought it's there. Anyway, weekly 50 line, set your alert. As you can see, it's probably the best time you'd want to be buying, close to 82 to 88,000. MACD still pointing down. You could clearly see this was support, and you could see now this is forming support. You could see here, excuse me. You could see here we did have lower high, higher high, higher high, lower high, one high, higher high. Curious to see if we come back up to that 104, 105 level and get rejected again. That is Bitcoin on the longer time frame. Shorter time frame, once again, I'm watching the daily break the 50 line, then I'll watch the 2-day to see if that breaks the 50 line, then I'll watch the 3-day. The 2-day and the 3-day, what I'm trying to teach you is to catch the swings, right? You could clearly see when this happened right here was the best time for you to buy at 59,000. Open your long at 59,000, right? Because it confirmed that we were going to be making higher highs and higher lows until the 2-day broke the 50 line, and now we're here showing us that we could make lower highs, lower lows. So once again, the daily, when it goes above, you can have somewhat fake outs, right? When we went above from the 30 to the 70, we went from 57 to 72, but we broke and went back down to 54 and even made another lower high and lower low. So yes, these caught swings, but I'm looking for the entire swing, right? What were the indications and trigger points and confirmations previously that showed me that this downtrend was over here, right? So yes, I am going to be trading these swings as well, but if you could confirm when your downtrend is over, that's helpful to the masses, right? Not for the most people. Most people don't care if we're going to go up, down, up, down. They want to know, is it a good time to buy and hold for another year or so? So here we go. This could be the start if we do start seeing some more bullishness on the daily, the 2-day, the 3-day. Leg down, leg up. I'd like to see a higher low and then a retest back, like I said, to the 95,000. That is Bitcoin in a nutshell. I wanted to go to Doge. Shout out to my other cousin-in-law who was asking me, should I buy, should I buy, should I buy, should I buy, should I buy? Elon. And thank God he listened, because we were getting the bearish divergence and we're down almost 50-60%. See, this is what I'm saying by F the news and trust the charts, because Elon was just elected by Trump to be part of the Doge. He's in Doge. It's not Doge. He took over Twitter. There's going to be the payments with Doge. Right. And what happened and what actually mattered the most was this right here. I hope you guys please I want you to print this out if you haven't already. Do you see this pattern where you're making your higher highs, right? You then break. When you break a section, that shows me that we have room to either grow or bleed or bleed, right? It's like you're breaking through the wall. So the 70, the 50, and the 30. So we went from the 41, broke above the 50, went from the 50 to the 70. Fake out, came back in, used the 50 as support. Went from the 50 back to the 70, used the 70 as support, double pump, double top, but huge pump. Came back right here. Okay, I want to show you this: the negative, the come down, the retest, the fall down. Okay, the break up, the double top. If you zoom into a 3-day, you'll see it. It's a double top, same as this, just a smaller version of it. The breakdown, the retest, right here, right here. I'm going to double click and I'm going to show you. Look at the price action and what happened thereafter. We went from 16 cents to 9 cents. We went from 30 cents to 18 cents. I bet you if I show you, we could go like this right now, and I could pick on any chart. And if you see this pattern playing out, I could bet any amount of money I have in crypto that there's probably going to be blood happening thereafter. So what you're trying to do is use trailing indicators to predict future price prediction. It's a very hard thing to do. So you need to be able to identify moves before they happen. Okay? You need to be able to say in November, I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing. But there's a crypto reserve. There will be, right? It's not approved. They haven't spoken about allocating what, who's going to what. That's coming out in July, right? It took me 2 seconds to chat GPT it, continue going down the rabbit hole, having chat GPT go down the rabbit hole, and finding out the date that in June and July they're going to now report how much money, who's going to hold it. There's still regulations, the whole nine, right? So literally that news is very impactful when I'm telling my brother who doesn't trade crypto and just wants to hold for the next 20 years. Sure. Should I tell him to put those 5 coins in his portfolio? 100%, cuzzy. Let's start dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and ADA. No brainer, right? No brainer. But did the coins go down right after? Of course. Will that news impact dips? I could guarantee it. I'm not an idiot. Meaning, will this, did that help XRP not breaking $2? 100%. Right? You saw these coins going up. Most important thing, are you going to see 23 cents again from Cardano? Are you going to see 31 cents again? Is this going to break and head up? This looks good too. This looks really good. Looking at it, right? The first thing I'm looking at is the monthly. Monthly came down, had a nice consolidation from 120 something to the 64. We're white. We're using it as support, and we bounced. Curious to see this. Come on, man. There we go. So yeah, I mean, Cardano had your falling wedge. You broke out to the upside. The measured move technically is supposed to be from here to here. Right, so it's really up to 241. I would set an alert at the 120. And once we break that, we're probably going to head to, let's get rid of everything. Fibonacci from the high. Fibonacci from the high to the low. I'm going to mess around with it though, because I'm going to do high to low wick and then high to low candle. I like to do high to low candle sometimes, right? So you can see here, we break the 120, we're going to the 131. I like to use 50, 50, delete. So, okay, So we were going down. We were going down. By the way, I do this stuff while listening to house music, and I'm going like 1,000 miles per hour. Like I'm talking to myself, like going down. Then we broke up, double bottomed, right? Going down. So this was going down. This is going up. You should have caught this move here on the 26th here, anywhere around here, right? RSI was telling you we're going higher. This is going lower. I knew this is clear as day, damn it. All right, so this is why I was mentioning coming out with the Python script, because now I could put in certain calculations and confirmations like divergences and if moving averages are doing certain things, if the RSI and MACD are doing certain things, and then I'll constantly have that on the TV and I'll check to see which ones, right? Because this was a beautiful play. This was a beautiful play to the upside that we missed. All right, Doge. So this is okay. ADA, all right. Breakdown, pump up, consolidation, pop up. What needed to happen? This and this. So when I go to this chart and I see pump up consolidation, what do you think I'm going to be looking for, Cozy? Right? That's what I'm saying. Now we're looking for consolidations, bullish divergence. Like I said in the last two videos, it hasn't happened yet because we're still making lower lows on these charts, but I would like to see same low now at 19 cents, right? Hasn't happened yet, giving you the bullish scenario. I would like to see the same low at 19 cents, higher low in the RSI. That would be your double confirmation and confluence to open up your long at 19 cents. First take profit is going to be here at this liquidation zone of 26 cents, and I like to use the zone of the wick to the bottom of the support system here. So 1, 2. So 28.8 to 30 cents, and Doge is looking at like, you know, a 50% return, 35 to 50%. XRP, same thing, right? I want to see same low with a higher low, showing me that we have a reversal to the upside. This still looks like a head and shoulders, right? 1, 2, 3. Playing it safe. Some coins might look more bullish than others. Another thing that I always tell you about, but I forget. I don't know what is going on with my mouse, dude. You were about to hear me slam this thing. I swear to God. All right, so we have to break the 277. Curious to see what the longer time frame. Yeah, I don't. Nope. 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 I'm waiting on XRP. What did I just tell you? Right? MACD just death cross. RSI was bullish, lower high, using it as resistance. We have room to bleed back to the 50. I'm not touching XRP. I'm actually waiting to see if it goes back down to 207. Curious what the XRP Bitcoin price. Yeah. It just showed you it. Just showed you this market. This is a bearish market structure. We were trying to make a double bottom. We got rejected by the 70. We have room to bleed, right? Like this is where you want to be, right? Probably here, 53, right? 53 to 47 is the range that I would like to at least start watching XRP. I'll set an alert at the 53.75. Get alert. Solana broke into section B. Never a good thing on a weekly. We have room to bleed on Solana. Curious if we find support at the 119. Once again, you could see if a weekly, forget, like I was showing you importance of a 2-day and a 3-day. If you have the longer time frames break into section B, no bueno, homie. Right here was the end of the freaking market, bro. Right? We went from $1 to $215, formed this inverse head and shoulders, and it was over here. Officially went right here on January 3rd, 2022. It was lower highs, lower lows until right about here. June, July, August, September, right? We started making that higher lows and officially broke the resistance of $25 when we broke right here. And then from here, you open up your long, and we were off to the races, bro. Off to the races. So Solana still needs to prove itself. Same thing. I want to see it form somewhat of a bottom here, right here. If that breaks, we have to evaluate. So I'm going to set an alert to 119. Yeah, 119. That's it. Love you guys. Wanted to show you a couple altcoins, how a lot of them are like so oversold. Definitely meat on the bone. Any comments, questions, concerns, leave it in the comment section. Any tickers you'd like to see me do, leave it in the comment section. I will get to another video tomorrow. Besides that, enjoy the day and watch that RSI, baby. Most important thing.